Yes, everybody, Rush on the West Ham Network. Hope you're safe and well. It, as you well know, finished West Ham 1, Chelsea 5. Let me give Al a microphone, because just even in moving across, let me turn it on. Oh, fucking hell. There you go, mate. Oh, Alex.
Yeah.
We'll just say before I was waiting for my phone to decide it went to work that, you know, you can't even really take many. You can't take nothing after that. No positive, nothing. Nothing. Remember, boys.
I don't even know what to say. That's what I said. That's what I said in my reaction video. I was like, I don't know what to say. I don't know how to really put into perspective what we just watched.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the first 10 minutes. Great, Pakistan. Great, fantastic shot.
I thought, yeah.
Why doesn't he do that more often?
Yeah. Well, I think he does, but he usually spoons it, innit? Let's be honest.
It's just fair. But then after that, we don't know how to defend corners. I feel for Hermanson. I understand that a point that you made in the chat where you said like he was there a week, he got frustrated. He doesn't know the defenders. You know, he's got to build a connection with them, and
yeah,
you know, and I understand all that. But I think it was that fifth goal. I mean,
I think yeah.
I mean, it was like the first goal against Sunderland. I mean, you just should have done better. Just simple as that. I should have done better.
I just feel that they're just like literally. It was like someone was saying to me, you know, when Freddie came on, he did more in that half than most of that team did the whole fucking game. You know, at least he had a go. You know, I mean, he had a try. He had a bit of heart, and no one's got no fucking heart in that side.
Well, no, this is one of my complaints beforehand. Like, we switched Souček for Rodriguez.
Yeah.
Rodriguez. Why the hell are we not starting Potts?
I don't know.
He is a West Ham United boy, through and through.
Yeah,
his dad's West Ham.
Yeah, but
he understands West Ham.
Yeah, I know, but that's in all respect. I totally agree. But I think in terms of those points, that's quite an old-fashioned way of looking at it. I know what you mean.
No,
on a player perspective, I think he's done really well.
Yeah,
I've done really well, but I don't think that the West Ham thing. That's just us as fans. That's
no.
Do you know what I mean?
But he would understand it more.
Possibly,
like, he would understand. And like a big game against Chelsea at the London Stadium, like his Premier League debut, it would have been like him starting from the very beginning in a game against Chelsea. He would have been up for it.
Of course, he'd be up for it. But you don't. But you don't know.
I'm not saying that he would have made the difference because there was just so many other issues in that side. Like, there's only so much.
For me personally, I thought he came on. If he weren't going to be played, he came on at the right time. 3-1 down, basically nothing to pay for. He could come on and have a go. Do you know what I mean?
No, fair enough. Yeah, he came on and it's all right. But I still have a firm belief that we've got some really good players in there, but I don't know the way that we set out.
Again, I think something was quite interesting. They were doing the little, and I'm not vilifying anyone or calling, but they were doing the little huddle, and the camera zoomed in, and the person who was giving the instructions was Fulkrug. He was the one shouting. He was the one doing come on, you know, and that's not, and that should be Bowen. That should be Bowen. And maybe there's too many people. Maybe sometimes it's great having a whole team of leaders, but maybe there's too may, and it's like actually it gets the noise gets drowned out. You know, almost like white noise. You know what I mean?
I definitely don't think we got too many leaders.
I think sometimes we're confusing ourselves. I think I think there's clearly issues there. There's clearly a lack of confidence there. There's clearly people who just don't really have much of a clue what they're doing the right. I mean, we kept on changing formation. We went back to a back four in the second half. Thought we started to look better. Slightly, but that's literally
still a lot of questions defensive, especially from corners. So 3 goals we conceded from corners. 3 goals, at least.
Yeah,
it could have been more.
It does. I mean, the last one I think was, or the one where Mads literally went to get it and ended up palming it into Caicedo's. I mean, you know, I've seen Areola do that, so I'm not. You know, it's like I think the goalkeeper situation. I think if you put Areola in, he would have probably done the same thing. I don't think it's a Mads thing. I think it's
Hermanson is a good keeper. He is a good keeper. He has had one questionable game and one very poor game, in my opinion, today. He's had a very poor game today.
Yeah.
I still say that he's performance against Sunderland was questionable.
Yeah.
But you, as I said, like you do make a really good point. He's come in.
Alex said I made a good point.
No, you did make a good point. You did make a good point. You do. You deserve credit for that. Thank you, Bash. You do. Right? He came on. He was only in for a week, and he was thrust into the starting 11. Like, he hasn't really trained. He hasn't really played.
And that is a fault. That's a fault of them buying. You know, trying to hold it out. And yeah, they might have got him for half what Leicester wanted. But the fact is, if we're 4 places below where we should have been, that equates to about 15 million quid anyway. So that makes no fucking difference. You know, in terms of the prize money. The issue is we've got a week to go to the transfer window, and we're still scrabbling around trying to get our midfielder. That is not good enough. None of it's good enough. None of the recruitment's been good enough.
I think Potter just wants to play nice football, like very nicey. Let's just pass it around. It's not like
I noticed a couple of times.
Someone over footy.
Yeah, I noticed a couple of times.
You know what I mean?
Mads was there, and he had the ball ready to take a goal kick, and it was almost like they were programmed into just play the ball into the midfield, you know, like pass it into the midfield, and there was no one there, and he was like, he didn't really know what to do. His plan B. It was almost like that's what you do. That's the set play, and you can see he went to the midfielder. The midfielder takes it to the left back.
Yeah.
And then takes that's the passage of play they've been working on. But there was no okay. Well, if that don't work, what do we do now? That was the trouble. It just seemed to be no. You know, when something's not working, we just kept on reverting back to it. It was a little bit like under Moyes towards at the time, where literally it was one way and that was it.
Yeah,
this is a different one way that is it. It's just, and that's not working either.
Yeah, I don't want to.
I don't want to be. Yeah,
I don't want to jump on this Potter out
Yeah.
bandwagon right now. But
Yes.
I'm really struggling right now because for a game against Chelsea, you should be able to get those players motivated a little bit more.
Particularly him as well.
There wasn't enough closing down.
No.
There wasn't enough energy. I mean, you just expected. Like you saw that Sunderland performance last week.
Yeah.
Where they just threw themselves in front of absolutely everything.
True.
And those are the kind of performances that we have been used to seeing West Ham put in against teams like Chelsea.
Yeah.
And that's what you want to see. You want to see them just give everything from the first minute to the last and be absolutely shattered by the end of it.
Yeah.
And we were just trying to play I don't even know.
No, you're right. I didn't get what. Again, you sort of come away with it, and I don't know what he was trying to do. You know, we pressed we didn't press at the right times. We dropped off at the different times. You know, we kept on moving players around. It's like, and then at half time brings on Callum Wilson, takes off Falkirk. So you've got no. So all we were doing in the first half, in terms of having Falkirk there, was trying to hold it up and then lay it off, battering into Tosin and people like that who've just come back from injury. Then you've got Callum Wilson, who's like made of glass. It made no. I didn't get it. I did not understand it.
I mean, that is pretty depressing when your two striking options really are.
Yeah.
Falkirk and Callum Wilson.
Yeah.
That is pretty depressing. And yeah, I don't think Callum Wilson really added too much for him in the second half.
No, he should have scored. He should have scored twice in the second half.
What was he doing? Just delaying.
The first one he was delayed, and there was the header.
Just shoot.
And there was the header as well, wasn't it? And then he delayed it, and then he ended up passing it to KWP. It's like, fuck you now. Paul reckons we're in danger. GP. Potter is the Antichrist.
Right, let's just make something pretty clear right here.
Ours making something clear.
There is a lot of problems with our club right now.
There certainly are.
When it comes to the personnel who are playing on the pitch and the personnel who are training the players on the pitch. But there is one core issue. Right, there's one thing that causes all those problems, and that is the ownership. The ownership has put us in a position where we are right now. And that I've tried.
But look, that ain't going to change.
No, I know.
That's the issue.
Know. That is the
issue is we talk about something which will not change at the moment. It won't change at the moment, and so
we are always going to be stuck in this.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, we probably are.
They are in charge.
Yeah.
And the frustrating thing is like I don't want to just continuously go on about the ownership.
We're fucking on YouTube now. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
We can go on about it, but unless someone comes in and offers him the money that he would want for his shares, it ain't going to change.
Right. At the end of the day, regardless of person signing off the checks, at the moment Potter's got two of his main three signings. He's got
Two.
He's got two of the three guys at the moment. The third one is
a left back and a goal.
Yeah, exactly. That's what he's. And the one thing we really need to sort out is midfield. And unfortunately, due to the poor buying over the last 2 years, we've got a midfield which is so packed we can't get rid of anyone. No one wants to buy our shit. It's not surprising. And similarly, is it no surprise that no one's picked up Fabianski, no one's picked up Antonio, no one's picked up, Danny Ings, no one's picked them up.
The only one that has been picked up is Cresswell, and
Cresswell and Soufal.
The Stoke City fans are loving him.
Of course they are, and Soufal as well. Whereas similarly, no one, everyone's sitting around for Rodriguez. He's still here. Alvarez has had to go out on loan rather than this. No one's put money
which
into
we
him.
are making a loss on, despite what some people like to tweet to make it look like we're making some kind of profit on him. We're not. We are making a loss on him.
We are at the moment in terms of what he's paid for him. We are technically. He's right. What he says.
I know what he's saying on paper. I'm sorry.
That's what made me make a paper. That's what he said. He did say he made a paper profit. Sometimes he did actually say that, and I back him for that. I do back. No, he did. Yeah, he's right. He was right. Honestly,
okay.
He was right. He was. I don't usually back him, but actually, what he was saying was right that time. And that's the issue. The trouble is now that we've got so many issues across the pitch that yes, we might get midfielder, we might get Mayasa in, we might get I don't know who else in. I wonder if this is my mate from. We might get Mayasa in, we might get someone else in. However, the issue being is there's another 10. We need to sort out the striker positions. When we've got a situation where we've got what's his face.
Yeah.
We've got I'm going to say hello to Al, Chelsea fan TV. I told him where to go. Right, we're gonna go because I've had enough now. I've had enough. Anyway, me and Al, see you later.
There's only so much you can talk.
Exactly. I'm going to do player ratings for a laugh. for comical value, and I'll see you soon. Exactly.
1.5.
exactly. Anyway, take care. Stay safe. Much love. Bye-bye. Bye.
how much we earned it, right?